Okay, wow, just have a look at this e-commerce store that I just built with one single prompt. This is a fully functional e-commerce store, and you can see I'm adding these products into cart, and if I just go to cart, I can find all of my products in here, and I can just click on proceed, and this is the checkout page, and I can provide all of my information in here. Now just have a look at this Flutter application that I just built with again one single prompt. It has all of these functionalities fully working. For a very long time now, I have been looking for an AI model that I can use regularly for my day-to-day coding tasks, and I just want to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for Claude Sonnet 4.6 and Claude Opus 4.6. So for almost a week now, I've been trying this AI model, which was released by Alibaba.com, and this AI model honestly is really good at coding. It created this entire e-commerce store with just one single prompt. So this AI model is Qwen 3.6 plus, and it was released recently just a week ago. And the most shocking thing for me about this AI model is its 1 million context window. If you see AI models like Claude Opus 4.6 also have 1 million context window, and they are like amazing at coding, of course, but they cost at around $25 per million output tokens, while Qwen 3.6 plus cost only $1.95 per million output tokens. And this AI model also is really good at coding and other agentic tasks. So in this video, we're going to test this AI model, and we'll see how it performs in terms of coding. Also, I'll show you different projects that I created using this AI model. But honestly, I'm quite convinced that this AI model at this price is one of the best AI model out there for coding. So let's just quickly dive deep and let's just start testing this AI model. First, let me just show you this prompt that I gave it to create the e-commerce project, and you can see it created that entire project with just one prompt, and it costed only $1.7 only for this entire project. It created the home page, including hero section, featured products and categories, and also it created the shop and product pages as well. Also created the product detail page, about page, contact page, and cart page. It executed all of the tasks flawlessly and then presented this project to us. Now for the further testing, let me just quickly create an empty Next.js project. So I'm just going to give it this command, which is npx create next, and now I'm just going to give the app name. So I just created this app, and now it is going to create this project for us. Once it will create, then we'll just give a task. Project is created. Now let's just create an authentication system for this project. And to do that, we are going to use Clerk, which is basically a third-party service to build authentication systems. I'm just going to choose the sign-in provider, so Apple and Google only, and then I will just click on this create application, and now it will provide us this detailed prompt. I'll just copy this prompt from here, and now I'll just paste that prompt inside Qwen. By the way, I'm going to use Qwen 3.6 plus inside Qwen. Qwen is an open source AI coding agent. You can just download that inside VS Code, and after that you can just choose your API provider. So here right now you can see I am using OpenRouter, which is a third-party platform where you can access all of different AI models, and then you can just provide your OpenRouter API key, and right here you can see I'm using Qwen 3.6 plus. You can directly use Alibaba as well. By the way, you can use this AI model officially on chat.qwen.ai as well. There is API provider as well, and to use its API officially from Alibaba Cloud, you can just go to alibabacloud.com and access API key from there. But in this case, I'm just going to keep everything simple. I'm just going to use this AI model right here through OpenRouter. So you can see everything is set up now, and now I can just like start giving it a task. So the prompt that we copied from Clerk, we can just copy this prompt from here, and then you can just paste that prompt inside here inside Qwen. And you can see this prompt basically contains all of the details, how to set up this authentication system, how to use Clerk. All of these details are mentioned in here. So you can just press enter, and it will just go through this prompt and basically implement everything through our prompt. Basically the steps for this are not very difficult. The first step that it has to do is install Clerk package. So it is going to just run this command. The second step that it has to do is this add this component inside proxy.ts file. The third step is to just add this Clerk component inside layout.tsx file, and then just run this project. So you can see right now it is just going to do the first step, which is just installing this Clerk package. So I have just clicked on run command, and now it is going to run command to install this Clerk package. And now it is updating this layout.tsx file. This was the final step, and after this it will just run this project and test this functionality. Okay, everything is ready now, and now it is going to run this command npm run build to make sure that everything is running fine. Once build will be successful, then we can just run this project. So now you can see the build was successful, and now we can just run this project. Npm run dev. I'll just press enter, and there you go. Our project is running right now, but I forgot one thing, which is I need to add the environment variables. So these are the environment variables provided in here inside Clerk dashboard. I can just copy these environment variables, and then I can just paste these environment variables in here. I can just save, and now you can see it is loading again, and now it should compile, and there will be no errors. anymore. Alright, so that environment variables issue is fixed and we got these two beautiful sign in and sign up buttons. And if I just click on sign in, we have just got Clerk sign in screen in here. If I just click on continue with Google, and now I can just choose any of these emails to continue and log in. I know this was relatively a simpler task. Now let's just give it more complex task. Let's just try to build maybe a backend and then just give it a prompt to add backend related functionality. For backend, we are going to use Neon, which is basically a backend development platform. And of course, it is free to use. So you can just go to neon.com, sign up, create your account, and then you can just create a new project in here. And now you can just give it a name. I'll just give it a name Qwen 3.6 test. If you want to use Neon Auth, you can just simply enable that. And rather than using a third-party authentication system, something like Clerk, we can directly use Neon authentication system as well. So you can then simply click on create, and now there is only one thing that we need from here, and which is our connection string. So I can just like copy this connection string from here, and then I can just give a prompt inside client to build this backend using Neon. Now please create a backend using Neon. Here's the connection string. So I am just going to give it this simple prompt, which is please build a backend using neon.com. Here is a connection string. I just pasted that connection string in here, and now I also provided a link to documentation as well. So now let's just press enter. Now let's just see if it can build this entire backend for us with just one single prompt only. So right now you can see it has already created a plan for itself, and then it is going to build this entire backend for us. First of all, it is going to just install this package, which is a Neon database. So right now you can see it is just installing this package in here. Next step will be it will update proxy.ts file. Now it is updating our environment variables to add that connection string. By the way, so far within like last whole week, I have no complaints about its coding performance. It just performs really well at any sort of coding task. It doesn't matter how complex your project is, doesn't matter how huge your project is. It always just performs really well. Just like any other high cost AI model, something like Gemini 3.1 or GPT 5.4 or Claude Opus 4.6. So for sure, I can say that there is no reason to use those costly AI models when you can just like use this cheaper one. Of course, there will be some sort of like limitations, but so far everything just like worked flawlessly. So you can see right now it is just pushing the database schema, and it is already done. So database schema was pulled from database. That's amazing. So let's just wait for it to implement the remaining steps. Okay, so apparently this task is completed as well. I can simply just run this project again, and to verify that the task was completed, I can just go to the dashboard of Neon and see if the task was completed or not, and see if it did run any SQL queries in here. So far there are no SQL queries, there are no tables, nothing. So let's just wait for it. Okay, there you go. You can see this task apparently is completed, and it has just started this local server again. So if I just open it in here, so Neon Postgres backend, the status is healthy, database connected, authentication status is not signed in, and then all of these are API endpoint routes in here. So that's amazing. So basically it has integrated neon.com, and now we are ready to like build further database related features. So sign in, sign up buttons are also working. Now this Clerk model is showing differently, and our database is also ready to build now from here. So now from here, you can just like keep giving prompts and keep building on top of it. For after using this AI model for I think more than a week now, I'm quite convinced and satisfied that this is probably one of the best AI model out there at this cost. And it doesn't matter how complex a task is, it always executes that task. So I think your best combination for coding should be you can use any of the free AI coding agents out there, something like Klein or KiloCode or RuCode, and then you can just use Qwen 3.6 with any of these AI coding agents. If you have any further questions, just leave your comments in the comment section, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.